I cry out in protest and start to rise, to scramble toward the well. But before I reach my feet, a vertiginous wave crashes over me, and I fall to the ground. Countless images flood my mind, foreign and distorted and jumbled. My natural vision reports the sideways horizon, the mud-clotted earth, and a capering madman by the well. Overlying this, the mad vision of my distant left eye seems to show every other viewpoint within all the 9 realms. My stomach heaves, but only bile comes up. One of the visions shows a naked wretch lying in the mire, who spits out a yellowish gob of filth. The broken man grows larger until my tormentor fills my natural sight and stoops down before me. "What have you done?" I demand of him.
"You asked for wisdom, did you not?"
he replies.
"I have given you knowledge, which is the seed of wisdom."
"I can't live like this," I say.
"And how have you fared without this knowledge?"
he counters.
"I sense little difference in your condition now than when you first arrived, excepting the obvious alteration."
He taps beside my empty left eye. "I'll go mad," I say, my voice scarcely above a whisper.
"If you like. You are, of course, free to do as you please."
The old man sits back on his haunches, leaning on his staff.
"If, however, you would make this a worthy sacrifice, I am willing to help you claim the rest of your boon."
"I doubt I can take much more reward," I mutter.
"And what reward do you seek, son of Bor?"
he demands, his voice sharp with fury.
"You who had the world at your fingertips, you who had the command and care of Midgard and squandered all for your ease. You make this paltry offering at my well and think you merit reward? I waste my time."
The old man spits in the mud, rises, and stalks away from me. "You turn your back on me?" I shout, some of my old kingly fury rising to the fore. I start to stand, but the scenes before my empty eye drive me again to the ground. Hunger, war, misery, injustice. Thousands upon thousands of images flood my awareness. Though fleeting, I somehow know each name, each circumstance, each hurt. I feel the dejection, the pain, the shame, as if each were my own. "I didn't know," I say, my voice thick with sobs.
"You didn't care to know,"
the old man says, not unkindly, as he again stoops beside me.
"But now that you do, how will you use this knowledge?"
"I would heal it," I say without thinking, and then another thought arises. And yet...
"And yet?"
"Perhaps it is not mine to heal," I say, chasing the errant notion. "Perhaps it is meet for each to experience his own journey, however tortuous the path."
"Is this the beginning of wisdom, I hear?"
Humor creases the corners of the old man's empty eyes. "You said this knowledge was the beginning. Show me the rest." Without another word, he takes me under one arm and hauls me to my feet. He is shorter than I, and though seeming frail, easily takes my weight. He guides me to the well, to the foot of a yew tree that grows beside it.
"You must look up to see below," he tells me. "In abandoning that which you know, shall you come to the knowing of all things."
He hands me his staff, and I then realize that one end has been sharpened and hardened in the fire. With sudden clarity, I recognize what must be done. I take the staff and awkwardly climb the yew tree. Its gnarled and twining branches form passable footholds, and I'm soon twice my height above the ground. I find a crook in the tree that will serve my purpose, secure my ankles in it, and fall back. From where I hang, the well looms below me. Following the old man's instructions, I bend my head back and peer into the depths. My palms begin to sweat, and I flex my fingers about the shaft of the staff-made spear.
"In dying to yourself, shall you find life unending."
I grasp the shaft in both hands, draw a deep breath, and take careful aim. With a cry equal parts desperation and madness, I plunge the spear into my belly. I feel it pierce flesh and scrape bone before its tip sinks into bark and sapwood. A wild howl fills the sky around me as all goes black.